It was a cold, rainy night, and Angie cradled her newborn twins at the bus stop. "Where will we go? Jesus, please help us," she whispered, wiping her babies' faces. Her parents had passed away years ago, and now her husband Jake had kicked her out just a week after their baby's birth. Angie thought back to her late mother, wishing she had listened to her warnings about rushing into marriage. She and Jake had fallen in love after graduation, but problems began when Angie discovered she was pregnant. Jake had always been focused on his business and wasn't ready for fatherhood. When Angie went for a scan, Jake joked about hoping for only one baby. But the news was different. She was carrying twins. Jake's frustration grew, and as the pregnancy progressed, he became more distant. When their twin girls were born, Jake didn't show up at the hospital. 3 days later, he sent his maid and driver to bring Angie and the babies home. When she returned, Jake told her she had to choose, keep one baby or leave with both. He claimed he wasn't ready for the financial burden of raising 2 children. Angie was heartbroken, but left with her babies. Now, sitting in the rain, Angie prayed for help. Just then, a kind nun pulled up in a taxi, offering Angie and her daughters a ride. Angie shared her pain, and the nun took them to a convent where they found shelter. Angie eventually started teaching at the convent school and worked part-time at a restaurant. Over time, she saved enough money to open a cafe. Years passed, and Angie's business grew. She watched her daughters, Sophie and Marley, thrive despite the struggles. Meanwhile, Jake's business faltered and he went bankrupt. Desperate, he showed up at Angie's door, apologizing for abandoning her and asking for help. Seeing the photo of their daughters, Jake tearfully apologized. Angie, though hurt, forgave him. She gave him the money he needed, explaining that holding on to grudges achieved nothing, and that forgiveness was essential. Jake vowed to change and promised to become a better father. He hoped to make amends for the years he had lost with his family.